Milkshake, Part 1, Introduction. It's a Wednesday evening, and like many, your girl has wrapped up work and commenced her routine housework. Ain't life grand? So I'm multitasking, and I'm in my kitchen making what I think is dinner, washing dishes, straightening up, house stuff. Then all of a sudden, a random song pops in my head out of nowhere. Now, before you guess what song it is based on the obvious title, please note, I'm just as surprised as you are. Although a popular one, this song was released back in 2003. It's about to be 2024, y'all. That's over 20 years ago, people. I was 21 years old. Now, don't you go judging, okay? I know this is the legal age to drink in the States, but your girl wasn't out here intoxicated. Nor was she giving her milkshake to all the boys in the yard, if you know what I mean. One boy, yes, and some making out, of course, with another, but not all the goddamn boys. No, that year 2003, at 21 years old, your girl had a round-trip ticket to Afghanistan from our good old Obama administration. Little did I know in the course of my 9 months of deployment, I would listen to so much music. So much so that now, at the age of 42, I'm being urged to reflect on the goddamn chorus. Yeah, someone in the ancestral rim actually wants me to stop and consider what is being said. And boy, did we have fun doing so. Let's go. Part 2, The Breakdown. The song I'm referring to is by Khalees, entitled Milkshake, from her third studio album, Tasty, in 2003. Now, a beautiful mind, not having heard the song, may assume maybe she loves milkshakes, and she wrote a song about how tasty they are. How lovely. I love them too. Right? Wrong. This song is for mature audiences only. And in saying mature, we mean in every sense of the word. So let us take a look at the chorus. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. And this is repeated twice. Let's break this down so, we're all on the same page here. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Now, we are dealing with some creative, artistic expression here. Because mature audiences know Khalees ain't talking about no damn thoroughly shaken or blended drink. Oh, it's obvious Khalees has something, but we are 100% sure it ain't made of milk, a flavoring syrup, and or ice cream. And it's safe to say, based on the music video, this something that all, not some, boys want, come to her to get it. Even if they are sitting at a diner drinking a milkshake from another woman. Next line, please. And they're like, it's better than yours. So word has gotten back to Khalees. The boys done said, Khalees, your milkshake is most excellent. It's the best darn milkshake I've ever had from a girl. Now we're coming to the third line of the chorus. Damn right, it's better than yours. Khalees, without hesitation, without any doubt, agrees wholeheartedly with the boys' review. As to say, you know it. So much so, in the last line she states, I can teach you, but I have to charge. Khalees is not selfish, okay? She will not hoard this skill, if you will, but for a price will teach these other unidentified women to have this more excellent milkshake. So they too can have what all the boys want. So these boys can come to them and not just her, right? So let us just pause for a second, because I don't know about you, but that was a lot for me. It's so easy to just hear a sound, but listening has to be deliberate. Just hearing the song, I don't know. You might think this was a clever infomercial for Steak and Shake or women's empowerment as far as her ability to attract and is concerned. Either way, listening to the chorus begged the questions. And we'll continue to use the word milkshake to speak to the skill Khalees had at the time wanted to share. For artistic expression, of course. Question 1. Is a woman's milkshake supposed to bring all the boys to the yard, as opposed to some, a couple, or just one? 2. Why is the measure of all better as to center her skill around the boys' review? 3. So much so, the value of her milkshake was forecasted not once, but twice, and also requires financial compensation when taught. No doubt, music is an artistic expression. However, it seems rather important to consider what we listen to, considering our actions are governed by our mindset, which is influenced by information being distributed through the various mediums available to us. I mean, if all the boys come to your yard as a result of your milkshake, are you then responsible for the attraction? In other words, in claiming to possess the power to invoke interest, is it safe to say you are responsible for the interest shown or the lack thereof? The notion here seems to be that the inability to bring all the boys to the yard equates to misfortune, and lucky for anyone subscribing to this belief, they may acquire this ability if they are willing to pay the cost. Thereafter, I began to reflect on divine feminine energy and how such is embodied by way of spiritual growth. In other words, being sacred, being dedicated to progressive development, to evolution. Can it be for everybody? Can it be for all? If the answer is no, then what power is being invoked by way of one's milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard? Would it be safe to say that if all the boys come to the yard, then the power to invoke interest may be feminine, but it damn sure ain't divine? This is not a means to belittle, but to invoke reflection. Growth is development, and development denotes stages, levels. So with that being said, it would be rather favorable to acknowledge that our growth can't possibly be discovered, let alone valued by those who have yet to meet us where we are. It seems women who embody divine feminine energy would most likely be those who got away, because the man, having had yet to develop a taste for her energy through their own shadow work, would not be able to pick up on her scent, if you know what I mean. Did you see what I did there? That was another line of the song, if you're familiar with the whole thing. Her scent may throw him off, if anything. He can't put his finger on it because they are not equal in vibration. Is this not universal law, whereby that which is divine is kept sacred and cannot be manipulated by any means necessary? Therefore, a man would be attracted to a woman who embodies her feminine energy at a level he can relate to. All is fair, even when it's not deliberate. That would mean we are unaware of an influence that, if known, would allow us to identify why an attraction we do not want keeps repeating itself, just in a different package. Rest assured, when all the boys don't get you, or as Khalees put it, aren't coming to your yard, trust, they are truly uninterested in you. And this is good. You embody feminine energy as a woman on this planet, right? So although you have the power to invoke interest, not all interest is created equal. Knowing yourself makes all the difference because you won't be confused at his behavior. Because having discernment, you will know it is in alignment with the beliefs he currently holds. This is why the wise say actions speak louder than words, dear. It is typical for boys to piggyback off of another boy's movement because they haven't done their own shadow work to discern. This is why they, by word of mouth, will chase the same girl because it's easier. Not only is it easier, but they also see it as a tactic to bring down the women who intimidates them off her high horse because that woman knows her value. They have no problem with taking what other boys have left over as a result of their connection with her, because if you didn't know, it's her energy that is being resourced. It's like breaking news. Just in, Monica gave Troy the cookies, and we all know how Troy gets down. So boys, we pretty much have an idea how far she is willing to go. And consider we have nothing really to give, take this as a news flash so you too can get in on this meal ticket. Now, it's not in those exact words, right? But I think you understand what is being conveyed here. When a man isn't self-accountable, he looks to other men for direction, which is fine when he wants to grow, but manipulative when looking for an outlet to escape his responsibility to himself. So the idea is, if another boy got what they wanted out of her, the chances of other men doing so is high. The scent they've picked up on is a woman who doesn't know her value. So if you are embodying divine feminine energy, why would many boys be attracted to that? When majority of the boys are not operating in their manhood to even have a taste for divine nature. Have you not observed our society and what these men are attracted to? What they uplift? What they watch? Who they honor? They have limited divine feminine to that of a concubine. Never mind high intelligence or wisdom. Their main concern is, can she submit? Can she cook? Can she clean, bear children, and have sex whenever and however they like, and say it is satisfying even if it wasn't for her? If this hasn't sunk in already, men who embody divine masculine energy on this planet are few, considering the degenerate nature being embodied by most of them as a badge of honor. The manosphere isn't a coincidence. This is a deep-seated ill will towards the divine feminine passed down from men of old and manifested in the flesh today. Do you get that? So much so, they have women competing for the low vibrational energy most of them carry. It's the mass that got women believing they were the pick of the litter, as if these men have sound judgment to bestow any righteousness to her. Ladies, please know you are still whole in and of yourself. To claim a man is needed to be complete is an oxymoron. That's codependency, dear. As far as partnerships are concerned, the term power isn't attributed to power couples because two halves are coming together. Try to fit in to project divinity if you must. But outside validation will never speak to our value as women on this planet. This knowing comes from within.